All right, we're gonna go over the trades for yesterday and today. So today's the 9th, and then yesterday was the 8th. So we'll start off with the 8th, and we'll go over basically what I was looking into and the trade that I took yesterday, and then we will go over tomorrow. So going into the day, we're obviously I know this is real time now, but we were pretty bullish. We are above this opening price leg right here. We're above the end dog and stuff. So it looks like this daily gap was to draw on liquidity here. And on top of that, we had relative equal high sitting at this gap. So it was a pretty clean draw on liquidity. And yeah, we were delivering from this 4 hour gap as well. And we were delivering from this 4 hour gap. So we were respecting bullish PDRAs and disrespecting bearish PDRAs. So naturally, I expected this intermediate high to be taken, and then this high right here to be taken next, and then maybe we can get some shorts because all-time highs is just right here, and we're not entirely sure if that's a profile going into December for the yearly close. So I wanted to short from this area, but what did we actually do? Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention we have these lows right here. I wanted 930 to come down, manipulate into this 1 hour gap, and then head higher. But what did we ultimately do at 930? So coming into 930, we skyrocketed up, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe we just want to go ahead and just take the drawn liquidity out now. Then I'll maybe look into some shorts, but we didn't. We just kind of just made a failure swing, and ES was just dumping at this time. So given that ES was just dumping, here's ES at the same time. I'm like, okay, so ES is the leading pair going into today, and NQ is kind of lagging behind. So this doesn't necessarily make me extremely bearish. I'm kind of just waiting for ES to hit maybe a PDRA on like the 5 or 15 hourly time frame to maybe send us back up higher, because maybe ES needed to manipulate. That was going through my head, so I wasn't entirely picked on a bias exactly yet, but I did definitely want this high to be taken, and I was kind of expecting this 930 to hold, but it didn't hold. So at 938, at this time, we still had a 5 minute gap. It was around yeah, it was around this size, because that's the next 5 minute candle. So it's like, okay, right, if we decide to, or maybe it was a little bit higher, like right here, right? I'm thinking to myself, okay, if we create this 5 minute gap, right? The 5 minute hasn't closed yet. If we create this 5 minute gap, maybe we can get a tap into this gap and then head higher. That's what I was kind of looking for. But then once we got this dump right here to make sure that this 5 minute gap was non-existent, now we don't have any bullish PDRAs to send us higher. So to me, now I kind of need these lows taken out at the very least. So at this point, I'm looking for shorts. And we also had this 4 minute IFEG that was right here. And the reason I didn't take this 4 minute IFEG was pretty simple. The 5 minute gap was still deciding if it wanted to be created or not. And at the time, with the 4 minute close, right, that's when exactly it did everything. So I was going to wait for us to tap into this IFEG, but we immediately we get this weird move, and I'm like, okay, we tap it, and then we take out this internal high, this internal low. So had I taken the IFEG, which would have been with this close, and I would have my stop loss right here, I would have been break even. I would have tried to go break even right at this low. So I didn't enter, and it's funny because I would have got break even, but we retapped the IFEG, and we create this 1 minute gap. So to me, this is the only gap that could potentially send us higher, and it's a 1 minute gap, so I don't see us seeing this 1 minute gap send us higher to this buy side. I just want us to come down here, and then maybe this hourly will send us a bit higher. So once we got this inverse to the downside, it was a crazy close below with obvious volatility. So I might stop at this high, and I have my TP not at these lows, because the RR wasn't too great, so I looked for another draw on liquidity, and it was these relative equal lows, right? It was these equal lows right down here. So I'm like, okay, that we have these equal lows right at the 50% of this NWOG. So naturally, that's what I'm targeting right here. And instantly delivered for for a full TP. And did I expect it to go higher at this point? Kind of, sort of, but I got off the charts at this. I got off the charts. I wasn't really interested in anything else. So if you guys took something else, you could just put it in the chat in the Discord, and I'll go over it. So now going over Tuesday, which was this next day, which is today actually. Um, let's take a look. So looking into price, we're delivering off this 4-hour gap. I can finally get rid of all this. We're delivering off of this 4-hour gap, and this was our intermediate low that I could see us taking out our easy drawn liquidity, and then maybe we can come down to these lows. But it was how many points away? At this point in time, from this drawn liquidity to this one, it was only 78 points away. I just didn't really see us coming all the way down here. Now, could we have? Yeah, but maybe I was looking for something like this, like a turtle soup into this CE right here. So that's what I was mainly looking for. But right at 9:30, we come up, we create a equal high right here, or a relative equal high right here. And had we taken this high out, I would have took this 9:30 short right here, but we didn't take it out. So to me, that just wasn't super A plus, and it's 9:30 open, so I didn't want to put risk on the table for that. But once we came down and we took out the sell side and we created a 2-minute for value gap right here, we got a V-shaped recovery out of it. So I entered off the 2-minute, and I take my stop loss right there, and my TP is right there, full TP hit. And I didn't, here's the thing, I understand that there's low resistance liquidity coming, and this is something that you'll learn whenever you start to see a little bit more profitability, is you could try to hold your trade to get all this low resistance liquidity swept out, but in my opinion, instead of just trying to hold your trade, I say take out either most of your position at that intermediate high, or what I like to do is I'll trail my stop super tight, and if we explode through these highs and go for this high, I'll be in full size. And that's what I did. So I trailed my stop, and then once we got up here, right here, I had my stop loss right at this high, and then obviously we dumped back down, and I would have got stopped out, break even. And we just got chopped out. I mean, we were just chopping the rest of the day, so I wasn't participating in any of this price action. But if you took a trade in any of this price action, you can show me in the Discord, and I'll go over it. So yeah, that's today, and that was Monday. So if you have any questions, just hit me up. I'm down to chat about it, and we'll go from there.